We're here at the Lascaris War Rooms, former British headquarters renowned as the strategic nerve centre during World War II. Today, I'll meet Dexter Cutajar, NetRefer's head of commercial, where we'll talk about the company's next step of entering exciting new and emerging markets and regions.
Dexter, in talking to you, it's clear that you're someone with a very strategic mindset, someone with a high-level overview of the company's operation and the industry as a whole. And so, in that sense, it seems like this choice of location, the Lascaris War Rooms, seems particularly appropriate. Talk a little bit about that and what motivated that choice of location.
So, choosing this location was truly a no-brainer, especially if you look at what we've been doing within the business, outside of the business, and our journey over the past 3 to 4 years. And we're currently at a place, so we've worked ourselves through the business, through the industry, understanding the appropriate positioning. And, just like we're seeing this map here, now we have clear visibility as to what lies ahead. So we've done the work, we've done all the groundwork. Now we got to a point where we can really start benefiting from the work that's been done. In my role as head of commercial at NetRefer, it's one of the biggest challenges is ensuring that you're positioned well enough to have that strategic oversight. And when we say strategic oversight, so we need to be able, through understanding data, tangible facts, and we have a lot of data. We're positioned in the market, we're positioned in the industry. The value proposition provides us with sufficient data where in analyzing that, in interpreting that, you can really start seeing the trends happening before your eyes, where the industry is going, so it all starts from the individual partners, from the individual clients. From there, you start to form a map and you start seeing those trends. And that's when you start setting out, okay, so this is what needs to happen in 6 months' time. This is what needs to happen in 12 months' time. This is what needs to happen in 18 months' time. For you to be able to determine that, you still need to have the long-term goal. So, as we were saying previously, where will we be in 2030? For us to get there in 2030, where does the business need to be by 2028, 2025, 2024? And you keep working yourself backwards until you get to a point, okay, so where do I need to be by this time next month?
So if I understand correctly, you've got telemetry from your platform about how your partners are using the product, and that allows you to gain insights into where the business is headed in the years ahead.
Yes.
Is that fair? Have I understood?
Perfectly. So,
right.
so you have the telemetry coming from the platform. We have our telemetry coming from the client interactions,
right.
From sitting down with the different industry leaders,
right.
And understanding, okay, so this has become a new concern. This is now resolved. So how do we look to the future? And it's all data. It's all data. Even during a simple session with one of our clients, you can gather data, which then, when mapped out, starts to give you full visibility into what's to come.
Like the roadmap sort of materializes ahead of you almost.
And then it's where it starts to become really intricate is when you start taking all those pieces of data, you start putting them together, coming from the different departments within NetRefer as well, in order to start forming your business roadmap. Now, when I joined NetRefer, one of the first conversations I remember having with Rafael was how Rafael had a vision of changing the industry, starting from the business and taking an inside-out approach.
Yeah, that's interesting because NetRefer is very well known in the industry as an affiliate marketing platform. But operationally, how are things going to change in the road ahead, according to your conversations with Rafael?
So, again, so it's taking the conversations had with Rafael, the conversations had with Jackie, the conversations taken with the generals of this business, and making sure that we interpret them well enough in order to execute on that vision. Now, the operations are changing. All we've been doing over the past years is changing those operations, ensuring operational stability so that we can start executing on that vision. Now we're at a point where each and every function within the business, which is represented by the different departments, which in turn is represented by the different divisions, commercial being one of them, can support the achievement of that vision. Now, again, all the different pieces coming in, you have our values, clear, fair, and trusted. How do we incorporate those clear, fair, and trusted into everything we do? Hand in hand with the values, we also have our mantra. And our mantra says, okay, so we want to do things differently. But for you to do things differently, you need to see things clearly. Again, for you to see things clearly, you really need to start by having a grasp and understanding on the ins and outs of the business. Not only the business, the NetRefer business, but also our clients, our partners' business.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So now tying that into the sort of geographical overview, what regions do you see a lot of growth happening in iGaming, and regions that perhaps you've got your sights on as a company? And from the standpoint of someone with commercial training, how is the iGaming business changing as we move ahead into the years to come?
So, different regions are in different situations, they're at different places. So if you look at the European market is going through a consolidation. It's been going through a consolidation for the past couple of years, and I believe we'll keep seeing that consolidation happening for the next couple of years.
So it's quite mature as a market compared to other markets?
Yes, it's quite mature as a market. Then you have other industries which are really emerging, where you have Latin America, where you have the US, which is, in my opinion, about to explode. You're seeing the shift of the giants within the iGaming industry currently operating predominantly within the European market that are looking at the US as the next big thing. And again, so for us, tying into what we were saying earlier, we're there to support our clients. So in doing so, we need to make sure that we're following suit. For NetRefer, the US will be the next frontier. We're already gearing up to supporting operations within Latin America. We're supporting operations in Asia. We're supporting operations in Russia.
Presumably each of those arenas has very different regulatory environments to work in.
Regulation is now playing a huge role. So as the different markets start to realize the potential that comes with an industry like iGaming, we're seeing more and more regulated markets come to fruition. And regulation in itself carries different challenges. It all starts from understanding the needs of the different businesses.
Very interesting strategic insights, Dexter. Thank you. And thank you also for introducing me to the Lascaris War Rooms, a very fascinating slice of Mediterranean history. It's great to have you talking with me today, and I'm looking forward to our next in the series of Walk and Talks here with NetRefer. Thanks.
You're very welcome, and thank you for this opportunity.
Join us next month when I continue my conversation with NetRefer's Head of Business Operations, Charlie Williams.